Dear Diary, should I get layers or not? Really, I'm really debating. What do you think? I do like my hair now, but I feel like might as well while it's short I do something. Also, you guys stare at my face more than I do, so I want to ask you. Welcome to Heart Attack. I'm your DJ Pretty Little Iris. We'll be back after 너는 너무 예뻐 by Hart.
처음 봤을 때부터 시선이 멈췄어. 아무 말 못하고 웃기만 했잖아. 너는 고인이 내 맘 다 가져간 걸. 매일 네 생각에 잠 못 드는 걸. 너는 너무 예뻐 말로 다 못할 만큼. 너는 너무 예뻐 눈이 부셔서 난 숨이 막혀. 너는 너무 예뻐 시간이 멈춘 것 같아. 너는 너무 예뻐 이 순간을 난 놓칠 수 없어. 네가 웃는 그 순간 모든 게 빛나고 평범한 하루도 영화가 돼버려. 너는 알고 있니 내 맘 다 가져간 걸. 매일 이 생각에 잠 못 드는 걸. 너는 너무 예뻐 말로 다 못할 만큼. 너는 너무 예뻐 눈이 부셔서 난 숨이 막혀. 너는 너무 예뻐 시간이 멈춘 것 같아. 너는 너무 예뻐 이 순간을 난 놓칠 수 없어. 오늘 밤 너와 함께 거리 위를 걸으며 네 손 꼭 잡고서 영원히 말할 거야. 너는 너무 예뻐 말로 다 못할 만큼. 너는 너무 예뻐 눈이 부셔서 난 숨이 막혀. 너는 너무 예뻐 시간이 멈춘 것 같아. 너는 너무 예뻐 이 순간을 난 놓칠 수 없어.
That was 너는 너무 예뻐 by Hart. You guys are listening to Heart Attack, and I'm your DJ, Pretty Little Iris. Dum bum bum. Hi guys. Dio says you're charmed. Your charm helped me on today's exam, 42 out of 45. I need more of your charm for tomorrow's presentation and then Wednesday's exam. Hey, you pay for your charm and stream the magic song. Alrighty? Alrighty. E says a full fringe would look cool on Iris. I don't know. I don't think I'll ever get a full fringe, like bangs, straight bangs. Yeah. I wanted to when I was younger, but yeah, so many people just tell me I just have to go with the whole like long hair look, blah blah blah. So ever since I was younger, I never had crazy hairstyles. I had this one hairstyle where I went blonde for like a short film that I filmed, but that was the only crazy thing I did, and I don't think I'll ever do it again. Okay, let's see what else. There's stuff you guys are saying. Rick says, pretty pure face Iris, because Hardy said, almost week 3 of no makeup Iris. Yeah, guys, I don't think I've ever went this long without wearing makeup because I think it's the first time in like, I don't even know how many years. Because I think I used to always put on at least makeup once a week, at least. Maybe when I was a trainee, I didn't. Yeah. Yeah, maybe when I was a trainee, that was like the last time when I didn't wear makeup for so long. Just like lipstick was the only thing I wore to like practice. And it's strange because now I'm working every day and it's almost week 3. Whoa, it's been that long since I had my skin problem, my skin allergy thingy. I didn't know. It's about time that I become better, huh? Yeah, hopefully. Oh, time's fast. I'm just realizing it's gonna be 2026 soon, but let's not talk about it. The Gaia says, when's the first anniversary of Heart Attack? The first anniversary of Heart Attack is October 7th, and it is on a Tuesday because we started on a Monday, so obviously it's a Tuesday. What else is happening? Nothing. I know there's the whole like Thanksgiving, like Chuseok holidays coming up in Korea, which by the way this year is insane because it's like 10-day holiday. I don't know about other teams, but for Heart Attack we do have some days where we're gonna be recording and some days when we will be live. So I will update you guys when the time comes. But in the meantime, I am very busy recording for the days that I won't be here for. But I think it'll be a nice break for all of our team because we really couldn't rest a lot recently. At least I like rest after the show, but a lot of our team, they don't get to rest. So I'm glad we have this little pocket vacation available. E says, no, I'm still processing 2020. Yes, I'm still processing 2022. 2022. But I think I like myself the most right now, so I don't have big regrets, but I wish it was 2020 and I was myself right now. But I guess we all think the same thing. Yeah, our 1 year is on Chuseok, which means it's kind of inevitable for us to celebrate. We have to celebrate, and it's 1 year since Heart Attack and Pretty and all that jazz, so it means a lot for us. So guess what, guys? Iris is gonna be working on 1 year on our Chuseok, so I will be in the studio live for our 1 year anniversary. So you guys should come and celebrate with us. Ian says you deserve a rest, Iris and team. We will be resting as much as possible this Chuseok holiday, but we will still be here to say hi because 10 days is way too long for you guys to be absent from Iris' face, right? And I care about your health. I care about your happiness. So I shall be here. Okay, guys? I care about you. And I know you're gonna basically D-word if I'm not here for 10 days. Let's go listen to a song and I'll be back. This is Bounce by Lee Jun-young.
지금부터 falling down 낭떠러지 같지만 쉬어 뒤집으면 like trend falling 일생 단 한 번의 chance 물러서지 않아 난 이미 accelerate me running 실패 what is that 골라 가장 나서는 extreme game 7 days a week 요동치는 grind for who I wanna be 왠지 붙은 네 느낌 세상을 올라타 겁없이 가장 자유로운 패닉 날 더 강하게 할 때는 Scream louder 가속이 붙어 땅에 닿을 찰나 Never don't stop Drop and jumping on Bounce 중력을 거부해 Bounce 원하는 대로 해 Bounce 깊이 더 높이 living 가져들든 우린 break the rule Bounce Move side to side 계속 rebound Put your hands up Fly 들뜨는 심장 소리 There's no limit 무모하게 더 Bounce Never ever ever 몸만 살아 hit like that Doesn't matter 추락도 treat like that Turn the night 불규칙해져 간 떨림 깜깜낮 속이고 try I'm keeping it hard 가득 찬 fever 있는 이건 각도를 위협하여 something 가져오든 우린 breakable move side to side 계속 rebound put your hands up fight 들뜬 내 심장 속에 there's no limit 너무하게 더 bounce bounce 우린 bounce with me 더 세게 발을 구를수록 우린 bounce with me 멀리 솟아가 전부 점이 되면 별거 없잖아 bounce 가볍게 생각해 bounce 왜 나를 의심해 bounce 갑갑한 싸우죠 멀리 가져오든 우린 break the rule bounce move side to side 계속 rebound put your hands up fight 들뜬 내 심장 속에 there's no limit 너무하게 더 bounce
아리랑
Radio.
You guys are listening to Heart Attack. I'm your DJ, Pretty Little Iris. Let's talk about what we do on our show. In our first hour, we have Heart News, where I read you guys news articles on what's happening in the arts and culture world in Korea. So it's art news, but we're Heart Attack, so it's Heart News. And then we have Heart of the Day, where we ask you guys a question every day. And today's question, as usual, was uploaded on our Instagram, heartattack_arirang. Check out our stories from Monday to Friday. And today's question was, what's your favorite type of cake? I can't believe I didn't ask you guys this yet, but what's your favorite type of cake? It could be any type of cake, but if it's weird cake, I will probably judge you. But still, I like judging. And I don't know if you guys like being judged, but I like judging. So please be brutally honest. Come on over and tell us what your favorite cake is. But how wrong could you go with cake, right? I'd be surprised if you surprised me with your cake choices. If you also want to send me a message, you guys can do so on our send message board or our email at heartattackarirang@gmail.com, and I will be reading them in a bit. In hour 2 today, we have Travel Diaries joined by Professor Cynthia Yu. We will be traveling around Korea together so that the next time you visit Korea, you guys have loads of things to do. And also, I just want to mention the season change is happening on October 1st, which is next week, Wednesday. So let me remind you what's happening at Heart Attack. No big changes, but we are shuffling our days around. So on Monday, we will be having Sweetheart with Boitello, where we talk about Korean food. And on Tuesdays, we will be having AAA, where we talk about Korean cinema and media. On Wednesdays, we'll be having Open Heart, our interview segment. On Thursdays, we will be joined by Professor Cynthia on Travel Diaries. And on Friday, we will be joined by actor Han Gi-chan for DBDB Learning Korean Together. But next week is a kind of half week, so it's a little weird because we're starting our new change on a Wednesday. So this is what next week's going to look like. On Monday, we're going to be having AAA. On Tuesday, we're going to be having Travel Diaries as usual. On Wednesday, we will be having Open Heart because it is the change. But on Thursday, we're still going to be having Boitello in the studio because if not, we'll be missing a week of Boitello and Cynthia would be having to come in twice a week. So yeah, we're going to still be having Boitello on Thursday. And on Friday, we will be joined by Han Gi-chan for DBDB. So yeah, I know it's a little confusing, but I'm sure you guys will get the hang of it. I will make sure to let our team know to post an official announcement on our Instagram so that you guys can check it out whenever you guys are lost. Let's go listen to a song and I'll be back with Heart News. This is 내가 아니라도 by Chuho.
사랑이었다 별거 없던 내 하루에 빛이 돼준 단 한 사람 나보다 나를 더 아껴주던 너를 그땐 왜 몰랐을까 이렇게 본 적 없지만 이젠 너를 보내줘야 할 것 같아. 내가 아니라도 눈부시게 사랑받았을 너라서 그 소중한 시간을 나와 함께 해줘서 고마웠어. 예쁘고 아름다웠던 너의 그날에 함께했던 그 모든 순간이 행복했어. 내 전부였다. 무엇도 바꿀 수 없던 우리라서 행복했었다. 다른 누구라도 나보다 더 좋은 사람 만나서 이젠 나를 잊고 행복하게 살아. 내가 아니라도 눈부시게 사랑받았을 너라서 그 소중한 시간을 나와 함께 해줘서 고마웠어. 예쁘고 아름다웠던 너의 그날에 함께했던 그 모든 순간이 행복했어. 어두웠던 내 하루에 빛이 되어주던 그날들을 어떻게 잊고 살아. 과분했던 너라는 사람을 만나 누구보다 사랑했었다. 내가 아니었다면 눈부시게 사랑받았을 너란 걸 이 세상에 누구보다 더 잘 알아서 미안했어. 너와 함께한 날들이 더 말할 게 있을까. 행복한 기억만 가져갈게.
September 23rd, Tuesday. Here's today's culture life news of Korea. This is Hart News. Today is the seasonal marker Chubun, the autumn equinox, when day and night are the same length. After this point, nights gradually become longer, signaling the true start of autumn. Unlike yesterday's clear skies, today looks cloudy, but inland areas will continue to enjoy crisp autumn weather. Daytime highs will be slightly warmer than yesterday, reaching 27 degrees Celsius in Seoul and Changwon and 28 degrees Celsius in Gwangju. Tomorrow, strong rain is expected across the country as cold northern air meets warm southern air. Violinist Kim Yeona has become the youngest ever winner of the 59th Antonin Dvorak International Youth Radio Competition. According to concert organizer Coco Classic, she won first place on the 13th local time in Prague, Czech Republic. The competition, jointly hosted by the Dvorak Prague Festival and Czech Radio, seems to discover talented young musicians under 16 in strings and piano and under 18 in wind instruments. About 60 musicians from Europe, Asia, and the US participated this year. As first prize winner, Kim Yana received 5,000 euros, a professional recording opportunity at Czech Radio, and a performance slot at the South Bohemia Festival. Born in 2014, she has already drawn attention as a rising violinist, having won first place as the youngest competitor at the 2023 Zhuhai Mozart International Youth Competition and the Berlin Rising Star Grand Prix International Music Competition, along with its grand cash prize. The group Tuası has confirmed their comeback on October 13th and surprised fans by releasing a pre-release track. On the evening of the 22nd, they dropped Head, Shoulders, Knees, Toes, a pre-release single from their fourth mini-album Play Hard. With its heavy hip-hop beat and raw vocal energy, the song hints at a bold new direction for Tuası. The full album, Play Hard, will be released on October 13th, about 6 months after their third mini-album, Try With Us, in April, which proved their popularity with the hit track, Isn't It Cool to Run With Your Heart? They also successfully debuted in Japan this past July, strengthening their global fan base. But this comeback, Tuası is expected to cement their fast-rising popularity. This has been Korea's Hart News of the Day. We'll be back after 2 songs. This is Head, Shoulders, Knees, Toes by Tuası and Bim Bam Boom by Rocket Punch.
두발 밑에 spark pop up 암박하가가 느껴 리듬 저쯤 빈간 따지는 땡유 come on yes on 어울린 주민은 다 되지 아민 넘겨냈어 시선 참아 비친 내 시선 Let me shower at the best 쉽지 않은 passion Enjoy 간단한 내 방식 Who can do me be me 잡힐 듯한 걸 습기찬 mirror up speaker volume up 심장 박동 뻥뻥 커져가 다리 맞춰가 소리 높여서 머리부터 발까지 난 좀 더 getting strong Head, shoulders, knees and toes Head, shoulders, knees and toes 즐겨 Head, shoulders, knees and toes 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 부딪혀 한계 부서내 Watch me now 포기할 줄 몰라 난 Keep in mind what I like 가빠지 좀 더 먹여봐 심장도 깊은 곳에 듯이 달고 more Yeah 끌어올려줘 내 준비해서 널 위해 목표 겨눠 갈수록 깨어나 요즘에 있는 time 날 끝까지 가게 하는 sign 좀 더 거침없이 되고봐 빛을 burning burning 태워봐 Ooh, on the stage on my way 깊이 빠져들어 기다렸어 이 순간 so I let up die die 나를 던져 점점 멀리 fly 세진 내꽉 천유라는 bones 기분 좋은 떨림 속 난 좀 더 getting strong Head, shoulders, knees and toes Head, shoulders, knees and toes 즐겨 Head, shoulders, knees and toes 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 Overheated, 맘 깊이 짚어지는 fire 끊임없이 번져가지 감당 못하다 뻔물 활활 타오르게 둘래 주체 못해 not enough
너무 짙게 기분 좀 떨림 느껴지니 원한다면 거짓없이 날 보여줄게 내 맘에 울림 느껴지게 고요한 하늘 높이 날아 올라 yeah 이 세상 끝까지 모두가 놀라게 기대해도 좋아 뻔하지 않잖아 시작할게 멋지게 끝을 모르게 울려버려 빈밤부 귓가에 맴도는 종소리가 나 지금 뜨거워지는 맘이 설레나 지금 이제 우리 정확해 여기 두근두근거리게 따라오라 그치 oh yeah 모두 너라 그치 oh yeah 바로 그때 시간이 멈추지 더 예쁘게 춤추지 불 보듯 뻔하지 너 내게 빠지고 있다고 순간이 원하게 우리 시작이 찬란하게 태양처럼 가슴이 더욱 타오르게 고요한 하늘 높이 날아 올라 yeah 이 세상 끝까지 모두가 놀라게 기대해도 좋아 뻔하지 않잖아 시작할게 멋지게 끝을 모르게 울려버려 나도 이런 기분 맛있지 마치 아이스크림 같은 걸 상상해 상해 feeling 빈방붐 우린 통할 줄 알았지 마치 lightning 같은 걸 짜릿한 feeling 빈방붐 빈방붐 24시간이 모자른 것만 같아 수놓고 넘어 너를 알 것만 싶어 달빛 아래 설레 불꽃 놀이처럼 보여줘 색다르게 잊지 못하게 울려버려 빈밤부 귓가에 맴도는 종소리가 나 지금 뜨거워지는 맘이 설레나 지금 이제 우리 정확해 여기 두근두근거리게 나도 이런 기분 맛있지 마치 아이스크림 같은 걸 상해 feeling 빈방붐 우린 통할 줄 알았지 마치 lightning 같은 걸 짜릿한 feeling 빈방붐
Knock knock, what's in your heart today? A question a day to keep your mind awake. This is Heart of the Day.
I want to stay, but I need
We
to
ask you
go.
guys a question and you guys give me an answer on our Instagram, so come follow us at heartattack_arirang. Today's question was, what's your favorite type of cake? Am I gonna perhaps sneeze? Nope. My favorite type of cake, I talked about this a few days ago, but I absolutely adore the red velvet cake from Magnolia Bakery. I like it because it has buttercream on it, not cream cheese. And then, this is like, I should gatekeep, but, and then there's this carrot cake sold at a specific bakery in Korea that I absolutely love. And this place is called, I think I mentioned it on Travel Diaries, so I'll just talk about it. It's called Sela, my favorite carrot cake. And I also really like Victoria sponge cake, which is really rare in Korea. They don't really have it. And I just like cake in general, but I think my absolute favorite thing would be the red velvet cake. So let's see what you guys are saying. The first answer is from Siska No, wait. Oh, we had a lot of. Never mind. The first message is from Adam sending a picture. Something like this. Ooh, it's like a soft cake with cream and some berries. Next is Nam. Any strawberry cake's okay. I can eat this for 3 meals. Well, Nam, that was how I was living for 20 something years, and look what happened to me now. So don't eat cake for meals. Benny says cake roll. What's a cake roll? It's rolled up cake. I know it was a trend recently. Lawson says shmoo tort. It's from Manitoba in Canada. Well, first of all, Lawson Cherpaco, are you Canadian? And also, secondly, I have not heard about this, which makes me kind of feel weird because I'm Canadian and I thought I had enough Canadian desserts growing up. So let me search it up. Shmoo tort. Wow, it's a thing. I'm so sorry, but there was a little piece of me inside thinking you made this name up. Shmoo tort is a Canadian dessert. It is not too famous, but it is known around the west side, especially in Manitoba. It is made with whipped cream and brown sugar and nuts, like an angel food or sponge cake. Interesting. Why have I not tried this before? Because it sounds very good. What was I missing out? Why wasn't I eating this in Canada? Is it just because I wasn't in Manitoba? Interesting. Kevin says Black Forest cake. Oh, I like Black Forest cake, but they kind of have to be cheap. You guys know what I'm talking about? If a Black Forest cake is fancy, I don't want it. I want it to be like a supermarket Black Forest cake with like canned cherries. Ariane says cheesecake, to be more specific, the one my late grandma used to make. Cheesecake. I could do a whole nother question about what's your favorite cheesecake. There's so many cheesecakes out there. Steve says a burnt almond cake, coffee crunch, Saint Honore, strawberry shortbread, or Black Forest cake. Ooh, you're a cake eater, I see. You like some cake? Burnt almond cake, is that a thing or is it something you... It's a thing! Burnt almond. I shouldn't have just searched up burnt almond. Oh, here it is. Wait, this looks good, and why haven't I tried it before? Random story. I once burnt almonds. So I threw it in the oven. It got burnt. So you know what I did? I thought to myself, oh, I should throw it out. So I brought it to the sink and I put it inside like the disposal bag. But this is the first time I'm talking about this story to anyone. And I'm actually getting real shivers right now. So I put it in the disposal bag, but it was so hot that every single almond that I put in the disposal bag, and the disposal bag was empty, okay? Every single almond I put in there melted the bag and it created a small almond-like hole. So imagine like 30-40 burnt almonds all creeping out of a disposal bag at once, making these insanely disturbing holes, and they're just like coming out of the bag. I don't have trypophobia, but that moment I'm still getting shivers right now. Oh my gosh. I'm getting goosebumps all over my body. It was like the most trypophobic, disturbing experience I ever had as a child, and it still really haunts me when I look at almonds. And I can't believe I didn't talk about the story before, but since it haunted me, really hoping it haunts you as well. We're in this together, right? Leon says Chicago style cheesecake. Tigashir says German chocolate with coconut pecan frosting. Oh, I could use anything coconutty right now. Dazin says depends on my mood. Times I love sweet as chocolate, other times I like sour like lemons. Oh, I like citrusy cake as well. Yeah. Keyshawn says cheesecake. Geek Diggy says Iris, how old were you when you did this? That's such a Tongsing thing to do. It was when I was in Canada, so like elementary school. Leon says that sounds like a horror movie story. Yeah. No, I'm actually like, I feel sick right now thinking about that experience. I got goosebumps all over. Like I could still feel it. It was a really weird experience. Mongo says chiffon cake. Ricky says maybe cheesecake or ice cream cake. Bonus points if there's mango. Mango ice cream at a, I don't know about America, but there was like this. So the boba places I went to in Vancouver had mango boba and also mango ice cream boba. And it really made a big difference because the mango ice cream was so good. I don't know if they use the same mango ice cream there, but it tasted the same wherever I went. And it's so good. Simsound says, I can eat a whole poppy seed meringue cake by myself. That probably won't happen to me in Korea. Because if you guys don't know, poppy seeds, you can't bring them over to Korea. But I'm curious what these taste like. I mean, I've tried poppy seeds when I was in Canada and like madeleines and stuff. Like poppy seed or like lemon cake and stuff. But meringue cake, Paulina says velvet cake and Italian mascarpone pear cake. Pear cake. Raquel says it's like those toads that give birth through holes on their backs. I really shouldn't have read that. I'm regretting this. Wait, can we say something sweet now? Because I keep constantly getting shivers and I feel really bad for talking about that story and I shouldn't have because it really disgusted some of you guys as well. So I want to apologize. Oh my gosh. Olga says, I like pretty cakes. I do too, Olga. I like pretty stuff. For sure. SB says lemon pound cake. Ooh, but it has to be extra sour. Okay. Lemon pound cake. Or moist red velvet cake has to be buttercream or else it's a crime. Well, somebody was paying attention to our lives. Crash Already says red velvet cake. With what? Laho says red velvet. With what cream? Ryan says chocolate cake, mocha cake, red velvet cake, ice cream cake. Ice cream cakes are so rare nowadays. Kind of sad. Agent sent a picture of a cake that's green. Is this melon cake? Onde cake. I have not heard about this. I think the name is definitely worth a search. Did I even say it right? Onde is made with coconut coating. Yeah, with sugar. I'm trying to translate it in like English while I'm reading in another language. So interesting. I like coconut. Next. Oh, okay. Filled with palm sugar and coated in grated coconut. Robin says marzipan cake. I read this. I remember reading this on A Heart of the Day, and I remember not knowing what it is. Matthias says carrot cake. Siska says anything with fruit. Lemon cake, strawberry cheesecake, fruit pie. San says strawberry. Dracula says red velvet, chocolate fudge, cheesecake, apple tart, muffins, pain au chocolat, donuts. Clara says cheesecake. Ooh, I was expecting I was expecting everybody to just say like chocolate or cheesecake. I'm glad you guys have diverse tastes. I was educated in cakeology today. Cakeology. Let's go listen to a song and I'll be back to read your messages. This is 말해줘 by 그냥.
요즘 나 매일 아침마다 괜히 설레는 건 분명 너 때문일 거야. 언제나 같은 자리에서 나를 보며 웃어주는 네가 있잖아. 가끔 내가 멍하니 밖을 바라볼 때 하늘을 바라보는 게 아냐. 창문에 비친 네가 너무 예뻐서 눈을 뗄 수 없잖아. 말해줘 지금 나 너의 손을 잡아야 해. 아님 이대로 있어야 해. 망설이는 순간 널 놓치고 싶지 않아. 눈 딱 감고 나 고백할게. 널 많이 좋아해. 할까 겁나 널 밀어내기도 했어. 하지만 아무래도 말야 네가 없으면 난 안 될 것만 같아. 가끔 내가 이유 없이 너를 찾아갔을 때 아무 의미 없었던 게 아냐. 잠깐이라도 네가 보고 싶어서 어쩔 수가 없잖아. 말해줘 지금 나 너의 손을 잡아야 해. 아님 이대로 있어야 해. 망설이는 순간 널 놓치고 싶지 않아. 눈 딱 감고 나 고백할게. 널 많이 좋아해. 있잖아 사실 난 너를 처음 본 그날부터 좋아해. 사랑해 널 오늘은 꼭 말할 거야. 말해줘 지금 나 너의 손을 잡아야 해. 아님 이대로 있어야 해. 망설이는 순간 널 놓치고 싶지 않아. 눈 딱 감고 나 고백할게. 널 많이 좋아해.
That was 말해줘 by Kenyang. Let's check out your messages. Jacqueline says, Hi Iris, Heart Attack team and listeners. Happy autumn equinox. Am I saying that right? Equinox? It sounds right. If it's not right, I'm right. Iris, you asked for messages from listeners and I'm in full Halloween mood, so expect a lot of Halloween spam over the next few weeks. Yes, I love that because I'm in Halloween mood too, but I don't have enough energy to actually get into Halloween mood, but mentally I'm in Halloween mood. My sister bought me a pumpkin and a pumpkin balloon and I thought it would be fun to share. Have you ever carved a pumpkin before? Do you buy pumpkins for this time of the year? Can I request I'm Your Scary Movie by Iris? Cheers! We have a picture of a pumpkin balloon. Wait, I want that. I should go Halloween shopping, but Korea is a little different because in Korea, we don't really do Halloween like we do in other countries. So it's not really like a big holiday compared to other holidays here. So there's no like candy or holiday decorations at supermarkets already. Like even during October, we barely have any. Some. But we don't go as crazy as other places. So yeah, I have to go Halloween shopping. I also have to go shopping to change the decorations for Halloween. Unless that's like too much of a one-time thingy. Still thinking about it. Did I ever carve pumpkins? I actually did. I had a pumpkin carving thingy. Well, when you go to school in like America or my case Canada, don't they make you carve pumpkins? Which if I think about it now is kind of insane because why did they trust little kids with knives? I don't know. But when I was in like 3rd, 4th, 5th grade, I think, I would always carve pumpkins. We would go to pumpkin patches. We would choose a pumpkin, bring it back, carve it. We would take the guts out of it. Why did they make us do that? Isn't that really dangerous? There was a kid in my class that like C-worded himself accidentally and it was like B-wording. But yeah, I remember when I was in kindergarten, I had a pumpkin project I did with my mom and my mom carved it and I brought it, but it was like a Hello Kitty carving. So it was like the outline of Hello Kitty and it was actually really good. And I expected our pumpkin to win, but it was too pretty. And the other kids made it really scary. So I was like, okay. I wish I could carve pumpkins again. It's kind of really hard to find carvable pumpkins in Korea because so many pumpkins in Korea are edible instead of carvable. So yeah. Let's see. Next message is from Keyshawn saying, "Hi Iris, I'm writing to inform you that I'm preparing to return home. My time spent exploring the diverse beauty of Korea, from the dynamic environment of Seoul to the more tranquil setting of Gyeongju, has been truly exceptional. Hi Iris, everyone. Thanks for your hard work. See you next time. Bye. I would like to request Idol's Unstoppable." Hi Keyshawn. Thank you for visiting us at Arirang. I saw you a few times when you came. We said hi. You gave me this cute pin from when you were in Jeju. I'm really glad you enjoyed your time in Korea. And I really encourage people to, if you guys aren't too busy, to come to Arirang building because a lot of people come to see who they like, whoever they like, and as long as it's not a special day, I do come in through the lobby, so you could probably see me. Except the one thing is, you guys have to say hi to me, and you guys have to, like, firstly, I know you know my face, but I probably don't know your face, so you have to say hi to me first, and secondly, you have to tell me who you are because I know a lot of people in this building, but also I have this thing where I don't recognize faces. So I always go through the game of, is it a fan or is it someone I've worked with and am I being rude? So I always panic. So when someone says hi, I go like, hi. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, am I being rude or are they a fan? I play that risky game all the time. So please tell me if you're a listener of Heart Attack. Yeah. Once this guy was like, hi, and I was like, oh, hi, blah, blah. And he was like, do you not remember me? We worked together. And I was like, so I have this thing called aphantasia where I can't recognize faces and it's literally like uncurable. And he was like, oh. So yeah. Well, thank you for your messages. Let's go listen to your song requests and I'll be back. Guys, can I say it? Is it officially time? Can I say it? Happy spooky season. We'll be back after we listen to these songs. This is I'm Your Scary Movie by Pretty Little Iris and Unstoppable by Idol. You actually know dressing up for Halloween was just scare away the evil monsters, but I don't see you in rain costumes. Does this mean you were waiting for me? Oh, 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 I'm telling you I'm secretly decided. If I was gonna trick or treat you, darling, run away fast as you can. I'm your scary movie. Scary movie. You're gushing with blood. You cover it with just a band-aid. Oh honey, clearly it ain't working. It's like we're living in a century where all of the movies are telling us zombies are fictionary. Oh, 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 a bloody dawn, it's so systematic. Oh, 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 you're fancying a love that's so ironic. Run away fast as you can. I'm your scary movie. Scary movie. Horror movie.
시작해 휘말려버린 스토리 그 찰나 속을 그려낸 멈추지 못할 movie What am I, you and I 사랑이 뭔지 모른 채 we sit 그저 널 만난 그날 밤 네가 스쳐간 그 눈코입술 fade away A way to make a break And I can never break Say I'm unstoppable 머리 위로 숨이 차오르고 You irreplaceable 모든 게 몰고 봄이 된 때도 난 이대로 지금 널 그대로 거세게 몰아쳐도 막지 못할 love is you 두 손은 너의 봐 굴러가는 자전거 yeah. 눈부신 하늘 아래 닿으면 네 눈동자 밝게 빛나 What am I, you and I 사랑의 끝이 있다고 we said 널 만났던 그날 밤 네가 스쳐간 그 눈코입술 fade away A way to make a break And I can never break Say I'm unstoppable 머리 위로 숨이 차오르고 You irreplaceable 모든 게 몰고 봄이 된 때도 난 이대로 지금 널 그대로 거세게 몰아쳐도 막지 못할 love is you 젖은 내게 Cover me with your hand And drag me back 나는 미쳐 피하지도 못한 채 까맣게 젖어가 더욱 진해져가 Say I'm unstoppable 머리 위로 숨이 차오르고 You irreplaceable 모든 게 몰고 봄이 된 때도 난 이대로 지금 널 그대로 거세게 몰아쳐도 막지 못할 love is you Unstoppable, unstoppable, yeah
Download the Arirang Radio application.
Type in
ARIRANG.
Arirang Radio on your app store.
Download it and listen to
Arirang Radio.
88.7 in Jeju City,
88.1 in Seogwipo City.
101.9 in the Daejeong area.
Tune in, Arirang Radio.
You can also listen in Busan through BFM Busan English Broadcast 90.5 MHz and 103.3 MHz in Gijang, Nuksan, and Sangwon area. Hi, Busan folks. It is time for hour 2 where we travel together mentally. Thank God it's a mental travel thingy, not a real travel thingy, because I don't like walking. But we will be joined by Professor Cynthia as usual. So if you want to travel with us together, just keep on listening, don't go anywhere. I'll be back after 형 by 놀아줘.
삶이란 시련과 같은 말이야 고개 좀 들고 어깨 펴자샤 형도 그랬단다 죽고 싶었지만 견뎌보니 괜찮더라 마음껏 울어라 억지로 버텨라 내일은 내일에 해가 뜰 테니 바람이 널 흔들고 소나기 널 적셔도 살아야 갚지 않겠니 더 울어가 젊은 모자란 느낄 테지 그 마음 형도 다 알아 짜샤 사람을 믿었고 사람을 잃어버린 자 어찌 너뿐이랴 마음껏 울어라 억지로 버텨라 내일은 내일의 해가 뜰 테니 또 울어라 젊은 인생아 져도 괜찮아 넘어지면 어때 살다
아리랑 radio.
Zoom Zoom Korean. Today, we're diving into some of the sounds dogs make in Korean. They say dogs are man's best friend, and it's true. They've been by our side for ages, so it's no surprise that Korean has lots of fun words that imitate how dogs bark. Let's check them out. First up, mong mong. This is the most basic and familiar dog sound. It's what a typical dog sounds like when it barks. Not too loud, not too soft, just mong mong. Think of it as a Korean version of woof. Next, kong kong. This one's louder and deeper like a big dog barking. Picture a German shepherd or a Korean chindo. Kong kong, kong kong kong. It sounds stronger, maybe even a little scary. Now let's talk about wai wai. This is what a dog sounds like when it just won't stop barking. Like when a stranger shows up at the front door. Wai wai wai. It's non-stop, intense, and full of energy. Next, we have ururong. This isn't really a bark, it's a growl. Dogs make this sound when they're angry or warning someone to stay away. Rong. And last but not least, king king. This one might sound kind of cute, but it's usually not a happy sound. It's a high-pitched yelp a small dog might make when it's scared or hurt. Like when you reach out to pet a puppy and it gets startled. King king. Now try picturing a barking dog as you review what we learned. Mong mong, kong kong, wai wai, ururong, king king. We'll be back next time with more fun and useful Korean expressions. See you next time. 안녕.
아리랑 radio.
Arirang Radio.
The time is 3 p.m.
You're listening to Heart Attack with your DJ, Pretty Little Iris.
그니까 절대 이런 거 못하는데 고백할게 답은 간단하게 No thanks no thanks 잠깐만 들어볼래 노래 All day all night 니만 2000번째 밤새 Write rhymes 아직 좀 별론데 단어 몇 개론 표현이 안 돼 감이 붙는 게 없어 네 이름에 어디서부터 시작을 해야 할지 그냥 연습해본 대로만 해볼게 적음이 어디였었더라 도레미파솔라 잠깐만 목 좀 풀어볼게 너를 위한 노래 Baby I really wanna 절대 이런 건 못하는데 고백할게 답은 간단하게 No thanks no thanks 정말 이건 처음 불러보는 노래 널 본 순간 그냥 랩을 할게 please 끝까지 들어줘 my little but special song 거절은 없어 just yes or yes 다짐했어 그냥 연습해본 대로만 해볼게 초등이 어디에 있었더라 도레미파솔라 잠깐만 목 좀 풀어볼게 너를 위한 노래 really wanna 절대 이런 건 못하는데 Go back 할게 답은 간단하게 No thanks 정말이건 처음 불러보는 노래 널 본 순간 반했어 나 Singing out loud 처음 불러보는 노래 하늘은 오렌지색 이제 기회가 왔어 Oh 답은 안 해도 돼 어땠어 노래 불러봤으니 됐어 절대 이런 거 못하는데 Go back 할게 답은 간단하게 No thanks 정말 이건 처음 불러보는 노래 날 본 순간 반했어 나 Singing out loud 처음 불러보는 노래 어때?
That was 처음 불러보는 노래, My First Love Song by Kickflip. You guys are listening to the second hour of Heart Attack, and I'm your DJ, Pretty Little Iris. Ba, ba, ba. Time for hour 2, guys. We're going to be traveling together on Travel Diaries, and we are joined by our travel guide, Professor Cynthia Yu. So let's go listen to a song while I run and dash for a quick snack, and we have our guest on the mic. This is When I Was Young by Taeyeon.
Whoa, babe. 이제 어쩌죠? 난 안 돼요. 아무리 불러도 돌아오질 않아. 혹시 그때 진짜구리 멈췄더라면 더 좋았을지도 몰라. 기억하나요? When I was young 그때 내가 그대고 그대가 나일 때 When I was a fool 정말 아무도 모르고 그대만 알 때 어땠나요? 괜찮았나요? 믿기지 않죠? 마지막이래 우리 나눈 말들 지워지지 않아. 혹시 그때 서로 많이 알았더라면 더 좋았을지도 몰라. When I was young 그때 내가 그대고 그대가 나일 때 Now,
All about Korea.
Arirang Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? We're now ready for takeoff, so please extinguish your cigarettes and fasten your seatbelts. We hope you'll enjoy your flight.
When you just need a getaway, here are the perfect options for you. Let's dive in together. This is Travel Diaries. Personally, TMI of the day, Travel Diaries opening is my favorite opening. The ones out of all the ones that I have to say live. Please welcome our guest, Professor Cynthia, in the studio. Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. How are you?
I'm trying to like swallow every little bit of cream in the cake so I don't sound funny.
We had a lot of snacks in the
I
studio.
know, it's crazy. I love this.
It's all from other teams though. So shout out to Culture Crunch for
Right.
these chestnut tasting pies. Thank you. It literally saved me. And shout out to Archive for giving us a piece of their cake.
I know.
Yeah.
I actually saw him walking into the studio with little cake box and I was
Yeah.
like hoping, wow, it is like our first year anniversary, right? But then he dropped it off and I saw him enter our section of the studio empty-handed.
Yeah.
And I sort of, oh.
Aw, but he was nice enough to
I
share. a
know,
piece.
sharing is
Thank you.
caring.
Thank you, Johan. You should say thank you to Johan.
Thank you, Johan. You know that sharing is caring.
Yes. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
How was your week?
Oh, really good. Although yesterday, I was just telling you that I slept really late last night. And because I was like just caught up in sort of like a nostalgia trip. I saw this documentary on Pee Wee Herman.
Okay.
Who was a sort of iconic entertainer and artist during the 90s. And then, oh my goodness, I saw another documentary following that on Lilith Fair.
Okay.
You've never heard of this, right?
No.
There were, I believe, like, it was a really great women's only music festival that ran
okay.
in the late 90s.
Okay.
But you can sort of see it as a forerunner to acts like, well, not exactly Beyonce, but, these female acts who run, these huge stadium tours too.
Okay. So
Sorry.
So-
it's a little beyond your
no,
time,
no.
but I'm sure some of our listeners might remember these names.
okay. Well, what time did you sleep then?
I'm not going to say, but it was late. I woke up and I had coffee, but I was so tired I had to take a nap.
Really?
Yeah, it was that bad.
And you're having your second cup of coffee right now as well.
This is my third.
Your third.
Of course.
So you're fine with caffeine?
Not really.
Oh.
Not really, but I want to have a good show for you guys.
Aw.
So.
Thank you. Well, it is our spring change soon, next
Right.
week. So you'll be coming in next Tuesday, but after that, it'll be a Thursday show from now
Yeah,
on. So
Thursdays.
How are you feeling about coming in on a Thursday?
Thursdays are actually a little tough because that's after my final classes on Wednesdays. But I'll make sure to get enough sleep for you guys. So I'll be sort of fully
Right.
charged.
Oh.
But you may hear a few frogs in my voice, like today.
Why do you have frogs today? Because of the
I
documentary
told
run?
you, Pee Wee Herman and Lilith Fair.
They are triple aim. Okay.
Oh, that's right. Rick and Tigrish.
Tigrish, yeah.
Paul Rubin, he was iconic.
So these documentaries are where?
I think on Hulu or the Disney Plus channel.
Okay. So you guys can, so you do recommend the documentary itself as well?
Oh, yes.
Oh,
I
okay.
believe the Paul Rubens one, it recently won like an award at the Emmys.
Oh, really? Okay. Make sure you guys check it out if you guys are docu lovers. It's actually crazy because in our first hour, we were talking
Right.
about cake.
I know. That's why
Yeah.
also when I saw,
The
Johan
cake. Yeah.
walking in with
Cake.
cake, I thought, oh, this must be related.
Yeah, because it was cake. Yeah.
Right.
What a coincidence.
Yeah,
But
what a coinky dinky.
what's your favorite cake?
Anything that's in front of me. Like right now, the cake that we're eating looks like a version of a Victoria cake. Sponge and maybe some cream
Yeah.
and jam-ish.
So you're fine with any type of cake?
Oh my goodness. Like any type of cake, any cake that's in front of me, if it has enough sugar and fat, how could it be bad?
True.
Right?
True.
Do you have a favorite, Iris?
Yes, I love red velvet cake.
I was actually about to say that.
Only if it's buttercream, though. Buttercream icing. I don't like cream cheese icing red velvet.
It's not easy to get proper buttercream, I think.
Especially in Korea, it's not really a thing. Koreans love cream cheese, I realized.
Light cream cheese.
But not really buttercream. So yeah. Anyway, we are traveling together, so could you let us know where we're traveling to today?
We're headed to Gwangju,
Gwangju!
right in Jeollado or South Jeolla province.
Yes.
And as we mentioned before, it is a really remarkable city where democratic memory and also everyday culture intertwine.
Yes.
It is best known for the Gwangju Uprising on May 18th of 1980,
Yes.
where citizens rose against military rule.
Yeah.
And this is such a historic event. It's commemorated every year at the National Cemetery, Freedom Park, and the Asia Cultural Center in Gwangju downtown.
Yes.
But, when I was doing a little bit of a search on Gwangju, Gwangju has always been the center, I think, of, civic protests because students here also led a major anti-colonial protest all the way back in 1929.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay, I feel like a lot of our foreign listeners probably were introduced to the Gwangju Uprising in recent years because
Right.
so many, we will talk about it later, but so many
Right.
pieces of media,
that's right,
literature.
movies, dramas, literature.
Yeah, and I feel like it's really amazing because it's really hard to entertain people while also educating people.
Right.
But I feel like Korea has been doing it really well.
Like Korea's sort of civic culture and can I say it like protest culture? I think it's world-class level.
Yeah, I mean, it was all over the
Right.
internet, and especially the one a few years ago. Like,
Right.
everybody was talking about it. It was on the news.
Even this past winter, this infusion of K-pop,
That was crazy.
right?
It really was about the whole kind of Gen Zs joining
Right.
as well, the millennials and Gen Zs joining. It really shows that we really care.
Yeah, and that we know how to party with the protests. Like, it's two P's there. Protest, party.
Steven says, I'm familiar enough, but the language barrier makes it difficult. Well, we will be giving recommendations on some medias or literature
that's right.
that might help you. So
Right.
don't worry.
But there is another reason we're mentioning Gwangju today.
Okay.
Is because they are hosting right now the Gwangju Design Biennale.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
It opened on August 30th, and it's going to run until November 2nd.
We have
So,
a poster to show you guys.
plenty of time for our listeners to head down to Gwangju for a visit.
So what is this thing? What can we expect?
You can see from the poster that this year's title is You, the World, and how design embraces humanity. It seems very all-encompassing, right?
Okay.
So the core idea is pretty simple, but also really generous. Like every person is a world unto themselves.
Okay.
And design can be the bridge between these different worlds.
A bridge. Okay.
So there are actually 4 hall concepts,
Yes.
and it includes themes like inclusive world, inclusive life, inclusive mobility, and inclusive future.
Very inclusive.
That's right. That's the key word here.
Okay, so how can we like map whatever's going on? What should we expect?
Yes. So
or-
Hall 1, Inclusive World, helps visitors to understand the big picture and feel how designers all over the world define this term inclusion. And then you can move on to Hall 2, Inclusive Life, where you see examples of everyday problem-solving designs that you can find in your kitchen, in classrooms, and workspaces.
Okay.
And I really like this idea of found in Hall 3, Inclusive Mobility.
Which
it
is?
reframes movement, right? So it's not just really about ramps or elevators that you might find to help folks, move through different spaces, but it's really about independence.
Independence.
Right? Public dignity and joy for all members of society.
Public dignity is important.
Right? I mean,
We forget, some people forget that.
people forget. I mean, it's kind of strange sometimes how folks forget that we all grow old. We get into accidents that may impair our mobility. So shouldn't our public spaces, public transportation, facilitate mobility for all people?
Yes.
Right? And then after Hall 3, you can finish at Hall 4. And the theme for that is inclusive future, as I mentioned. And you'll find more speculative ideas, such as AI, of course.
Of course. You need AI for everything nowadays when you're planning an event.
And how AI could help with assistive tech, creating or designing interfaces that make room or space for emotion. Right?
Okay.
And prototypes that ask how we all how we might live better together.
Right. Together?
Together.
Better, sure. Together?
We're better together.
Are you
Iris?
sure? Are you sure? You're the one that's always talking about your
Capital
husband
I.
here.
Capital I.
But okay, so these are the main 4 halls that you can expect, but are there any special programs as well?
Well, I'm really intrigued by their GB talks. These are their 작가 탐방, where they invite both, domestic or, international artists to come and discuss their work.
Okay.
So I think that would be really fun. There's this really interesting design challenge, 72-hour design challenge for students. So that might be kind of interesting to drop by and see.
72-hour design challenge.
I think it's kind of like a hackathon where they're given like some kind of problem or issue and they have to solve that within 72 hours.
Ooh, interesting.
Cool, right?
Stressful just by listening to it.
No, it isn't. Better together, right?
So basic facts, hours run from 10 to 6 p.m. Last entry is at 5 p.m. and they are closed on Mondays.
Right. If you're visiting the Biennale, you might pair it with nearby culture like the Gwangju Museum of Art, which sits next door.
Ooh, okay.
There's a wider Junghae Park, and this area includes lots of family-friendly activities and museums, green spaces, seasonal programs.
We have a picture right now to show you guys as well. This is the park.
And it's very green in that photo, right?
Yeah.
But this space turns into a lovely fall foliage later in the season.
Soon. It's going to be
very soon. So if you're interested in visiting, maybe sort of wait until later this month when you can enjoy the fall colors along with your artsy tour.
So you can take pictures as well for the gram.
Share with us.
Yes. Yeah, share it with us, guys. And how do we get to Gwangju?
It's pretty easy. You can take the ATX from Seoul Station or Yongsan. It's about an hour, 45 minutes. And then from the main station, that you can take their subway line, Metro Line 1, to the cultural complex for the Asia Culture Center.
Right. And just search it up and it'll be easy, guys. There'll be a lot of guides for you guys.
Right.
All right, let's go listen to a song and we'll continue on with learning more about Gwangju. This is TPO by Youngjae.
Let's go for a drive 가자 바로 오늘이야 그래 이 순간만 기다려왔단 말이야 마침 온도는 딱 적당 오늘 밤 공기는 산란 마치 여수변친 밤바다 지금 너의 눈이 반짝 하늘의 별보다 더 빛나 지금이 딱인 것 같아 Right here 역사가 쓰일 것 같아 Right here 이 순간을 놓치지 마 Hey oh feels like a paradise Hey oh can you feel it it's a vibe Hey oh 이 순간을 놓치지 마 평소와는 조금 다른 이 분위기 어색하지만 싫지만은 않은 이 느낌 마저 네 두 뿔이 빨개 두근대는 너의 heartbeat 그런 모습마저 완벽해 다른 건 모두 fade away 너 빼곤 전부 안 중요해 wow. 지금이 딱인 것 같아 Right here 역사가 쓰일 것 같아 Right here 이 순간을 놓치지 마 Hey oh feels like a paradise Hey oh can you feel it it's a vibe Hey oh 이 순간을 놓치지 마 Let me see you move Let me see you dance I like it when you move Right here 지금 내 딱인 것 같아 Right here 역사가 쓰일 것 같아 Right here 이 순간을 놓치지 마 Hey oh feels like a paradise Hey oh can you feel it it's a vibe Hey oh 이 순간을 놓치지 마
That was TPO by Youngjae. Let's move on to learn more about Gwangju.
I know, I think our listeners were talking about the movie Taxi Driver.
Yeah.
Which was great. And yeah, I mean, that was, I think, a recommendation from an earlier
Yeah.
visit to Gwangju.
It is a movie. It is talking about the uprising, Gwangju uprising.
Right. There's a lot of laughs, but also, you know, some tears.
A lot of tears, I feel like.
Tears.
Yeah, I feel
you know that final sort of scene where the taxis make way? They sort of sacrifice themselves for the German journalists to take the tapes, right, to
Yes.
Seoul. But it was such an uplifting moment as well, you know?
Yeah, it's touching and also makes you feel proud, makes you
Right.
smile, but it's also just genuinely kind of sad and
I know Korean cinema is really good at mixing those kind of,
emotions.
right.
We have a picture to show you guys of
Oh, there you
the
go.
poster. We'll have it up in a minute. But it is starring Song Kang-ho.
Right.
Yes.
He is like the epitome of the everyday man, right? That's his sort of line.
You guys
lane.
might notice him from Parasite.
Right.
He is also the new cast for Beef season 2. And I think they just
No
wrapped up
way.
filming in Korea a few months ago.
That is cool.
Yeah,
I
he
did-
is in Beef season 2.
Now, the season 2 has quite a few like Hollywood actors in it as well, right? I'm glad they were able to also, you know, sort of sneak in.
Korean actors.
Right.
I know that in season 1 there was the Korean actor, not Steven Yeun, obviously Steven Yeun, but Justin Min from Umbrella Academy.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
He played, you know, one of those church folks,
and it
right?
was crazy because he was already, you know, well known, but he did this thing in Korea. It was like a Korean show.
I saw that. My husband sort of got into that. He loves that genre, like of these
Mind games.
He loves those
Devil's
shows.
Plan.
And then he was telling me, man, that season was awful, and Justin Min totally got shafted or something.
Yeah, he was really good. And yeah, anyway, so that's how like Koreans kind of know him now.
Right. They love him from that show.
Yeah. We have the picture to show you guys of Taxi Drivers, so we'll put it up on the screen for you guys. It's like a poster. And yes, he does play the taxi driver, Song Kang-ho. And yeah, so this is like a basic, like a go-to movie choice you could go for if you want to learn about the Gwangju Uprising. There's also the famous novel.
Oh, yes. Last year, it's sort of the prize of the nation, kind of. Han Gang, novelist, writer, earned the Nobel Prize in Literature, right?
We have a picture of her.
It was a really powerful moment. Of course, she's famous for The Vegetarian, but also Human Acts, or the original Korean, 소년이 온다, was also cited. And this novel really lives in the memoryscape of Gwangju and the Gwangju Uprising.
I think she's very, very interested in history.
Yes.
She also has
and
another.
memory.
Yes,
That's right.
She also has another book dealing with the Jeju uprising, the Jeju incident,
Right.
4/3 incident, and this is the picture of the English translation of Human Acts, 소년이 온다. I've heard many people say they cried after reading this. I have yet read it yet.
Yeah, it looks at the uprising through ordinary lives. There's a boy's ghost watching over his own body. A mother who can't stop counting her losses. Classmates, all these folks.
Yeah, so I think if you guys are looking for something in English, that would
Right.
really be a good go-to because
Yes.
obviously it's in English, and I also heard that Han Gang's works are greatly interpreted into English. Like the
Right.
translation is great.
Right.
It's very well known for that,
That's right.
especially her book Vegetarian
Right.
at the Booker Prize. So yeah, Raquel says I should read that. Yes, you guys should read it. There's also more of a pop culture fun fact.
Yeah, that's right. Any BTS fans in the room?
I mean, in the room, you and I? Sure,
I
yeah.
was thinking of our, YouTube room.
All of our rooms.
All of our rooms.
We have
J-Hop.
we have a picture.
He's from Gwangju, and he often sort of shouts out his hometown, right? My city.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of celebrities from Gwangju.
Right.
Suzy is from Gwangju. You know is from Gwangju. Yeah, I once heard like this saying that there's a lot of cute people in Gwangju because apparently so many celebrities are from Gwangju. So yeah, J-Hope probably did a huge thing to, helping Gwangju get known all over the world.
a lot of BTS fans actually make a bit of a pilgrimage to the city, right?
What's the May Mother's House?
The May Mother's House is a community center for survivors and families of the May 18th uprising. They host storytelling sessions, healing programs, and even 주먹밥 making workshops.
So it's like a rice ball.
Right.
Which was made during the whole,
Yeah, uprising,
Yes.
right? The mothers got together to feed the protesters, the young people and the students out on the streets. And they continue to do today. Even during like COVID, they made 주먹밥 for like folks in Daegu. When
Wow.
Daegu was really severely impacted by
the COVID.
The COVID. Yeah.
We have a picture. Wow, this means a lot how, they're just continuing this
Yeah.
thing from their history and
They're
still
kind
helping.
of known as like fists full of rice. It's kind of like protest.
Your fist.
Right.
Oh, the size of your fist.
Right.
Okay. I think I also heard some people talk about this culture in the recent protest as well.
Right.
The whole it was in Seoul, but I
Right.
think I heard people were like making the 주먹밥.
주먹밥 for the protesters. So it's not just K-pop, but also Gwangju 주먹밥.
Yes.
You can see like all those sort of past decades of civic protests and participation, coming
right.
together.
So if we are interested about learning more or just, feeling, experiencing what this whole historical event was like and what the remains are like in Gwangju, where are some places we can visit?
Yeah, there's a 3-stop circuit you might be interested in doing.
Okay.
You may start from the May 18th National Cemetery in Bukgu in North Gwangju. And then you can move on to the May 18th Archive in Freedom Park in Seogu and Namgu, which has exhibitions on the sort of courts martial and testimonies.
Okay.
And you can finish up with the Asia Culture Center in Donggu. So
Right.
basically, they have these spaces to remember the uprising all over the city.
Right. And I feel like it is kind of hard for you to learn
Right.
about the history of another country.
Right.
But I do know that a handful of our listeners are very interested and they already know a lot about Korean history. So I'm sure even if there is a language barrier, once
Right.
you're there, you'll just know what to look at.
And there is something about the people of Gwangju. They are so inviting and open
Okay.
and willing to share.
Oh, really?
Right.
Okay. When was the last time you were in Gwangju?
It's actually been quite a while. That's why I'd love to make a visit, later this fall.
Oh,
Right.
really?
Because, when I was doing research on these fall art festivals, I just
Yeah.
thought, wow, it would be awesome to do, maybe one-nighters or even like day trips
Right.
to these cities, right?
I've never been to Gwangju, so
It is, it's not, we've been talking about the history and the people, but later we will be talking about the food.
oh my gosh.
Gwangju food is incredible.
Oh my gosh. Okay. And I'm really curious. I can't help but ask you, what is the Penguin Village? Why is there a village with the nickname Penguin Village?
It's in Yangnam-dong, which
Okay.
is really famous for lots of like hip little cafes.
Okay.
And it's really the history and culture village, but its nickname is the Penguin Village.
Why?
And like a lot of little laneways are stitched with these found object art, pocket studios, and tiny cafes.
Really?
With penguins, of course.
We have a picture to show you guys. It looks like a cartoon almost. It's like, wow, we have little penguins. Here's the
Right?
picture.
That's a fairly bigger size.
Wait,
there are
this
some
is-
small ones, big ones.
That's like a children's book kind of atmosphere.
Right, murals.
That is so adorable.
So cute.
Wait, we have another penguin picture for you
I know,
guys
we have to see that one.
because penguins are cute. Wait, are you sitting on the penguin's nose?
You could be.
Okay, so this kind of looks like a little.
They're
Yo.
very like Instagrammable
Okay,
spaces,
yeah.
aren't they?
If you like penguins, although it's not like shivering cold down there, just like where penguins live, you can go take some pictures. Do you like penguins?
Of course. Like the Madagascar series.
Yeah.
My favorite characters were the penguins.
Aren't they the main characters? Oh no, there's a lion, right?
The main characters were the lion and the giraffe and zebra, but I love the penguins.
It's like the 3 penguins or something, right?
Oh my
2,
goodness,
3?
yes. 4, I think. They're so hilarious. They got their own movie.
Really?
That's a good movie.
Okay. Geek Jiggy says, let's just do a whole episode of penguin stuff in Korea. I dig it.
We do love our penguins.
I feel like it could be a whole episode because just imagine the whole pingsu stuff in Korea.
True.
You know pingsu, right?
True.
Okay, just making sure you know who
Well,
pingsu is.
of course, the giant penguin. Yeah, I know. But I was just trying to that seemed like interesting homework, like spaces around the country, because part of our sort of thing is that we have to visit neighborhoods or
Right.
spaces around the country as well. So it's like, how would I, locate these physical spaces too? I guess aquariums, zoos.
Pororo.
of
Yeah.
Bororo museums. We do have Bororo museums.
Yeah. Don't
my
they
goodness.
have like a Bororo land or something? Like
This is doable.
It is doable. If you guys want, we're also preparing some pictures of Pingsu and Bororo just because it's a nice thing to see on a random Tuesday, right? It's a
Right.
nice thing. So here's some pictures of our cuties.
They're called like the kids, the children's 대통령 or
초통령
초통령
for the
or-
elementary school students,
That's right.
presidents. Yeah, so 초 stands for 초등학생, elementary school students. So that's like a cute abbreviated word. 초통령.
My goodness, we're just going all out there, aren't we?
Penguins. Yeah, we weren't planning on this. This isn't even on our
This is a big
script.
tangent, guys. You've led us
Yeah,
here.
the penguin lore continues. Alrighty, so we are going to move on. But lastly, if we're interested in like nature,
Oh,
because we always
right.
talk about parks.
Yeah, Gwangju is surrounded by Mudungsan National Park. And so that might be a great sort of break, nature break if you're in the city.
We have a picture and it's
Beautiful.
oh my
right?
gosh,
In the fall season. You can't go wrong
so colorful.
traveling in Korea during the fall. Like
Yeah.
it's beautiful here.
And I always say this, but I don't really I don't think people realize how pretty Korea is because most of the times we think of like Seoul, Gangnam, Hongdae, where
Very
it's-
urban spaces.
Yeah, full of buildings that are obviously gray. But if you just take your time and go a little bit out of the city, then
Also, Korea is a very mountainous country, and these hills, valleys, rivers, they just make for beautiful natural landscape, right?
Let's go listen to a song, guys, and we'll be back to introduce some yums of Gwangju. So this is Panorama by Ice One.
시대가 파노라마 바람 끝에 찾아온 작은 기억 귓가에 퍼지는 깊은 울림 Ring my bell 아름다운 내 맘들 한가득 담아서 조금씩
is Panorama by Ice Wine. I'm hungry. Are you hungry? Are you hungry?
Well, that's why we had that cake,
Yes,
didn't we?
but I'm still hungry. So
course.
let's talk about some savories.
Ah, savory.
Well, firstly, what is Gwangju food known for? Gwangju cuisine.
I mean, I always say that it used to be the rice basket of Korea. Honam, were sort of the major area for rice cultivation here in Korea. So with this sort of tradition of abundant agriculture, and Korea is surrounded by, the sea. So you've always have access to good seafood.
Yes.
Right. So it's just a great place for Korean food culture.
Okay.
And I think it's really famous for just, banchan.
Banchan, side dishes.
Right.
Or just having baekban, which
That's
is a
right.
meal with side dishes.
In a way, it's tough for restaurants in Gwangju to do well because they're competing against, these cooks in households, the mothers and the grandmothers, the aunties who know how to make really good Korean food.
So this is a picture of what a typical baekban might look like. You have your sam, your lettuces, a bunch of your side dishes, your main protein like meat. There's the soup,
right?
Oh
Jjigae
my
or
gosh.
cook. Sometimes you go to these baekban or these hanjeongshik restaurants, and they sort of try to wow you, and then they'll have sort of trays, double trays, like one tray layer of like banchan, and then another beneath it.
And they just hold that around.
Right.
Yeah, and they just carry it around. And these, just by looking at it, it's really nutritious and just healthy for you.
That's right.
A lot of veggies involved.
Right. And Gwangju or Jeollado is really famous for their kimchi.
Kimchi.
Korea's, fermented, the most significant or, signature fermented food.
We have a picture of various types of kimchi.
Yeah, I mean, you asked me during the break whether their kimchi is a little bit on the strong side. It is, because they love to put in a lot of fermented seafood into it, like whole fish, small fish, a lot of shrimp. So it's just bursting with umami.
Ooh, so I feel like when people taste a specific type of side dish or food, and sometimes people will be like, "Are your parents from Gwangju?" Like they would know because it has that specific flavor, or it's a little stronger than what you would kind of normally have in Seoul.
So if you visit Gwangju, I might recommend for you to hit markets like Yangdong Market or Namgwangju Market to get small batches of Gwangju kimchi for your trip back.
We have a picture. Oh, so they just sell like kimchi and side dishes like this.
Yes.
So you could buy it, and because it's not summer anymore, it'll be safe for you to bring around, but still be safe and bring an icebox or
That's right.
something. Ooh, okay. So you could go to a market, and of course, because it's a market, it won't be too
Not too expensive.
Right. Okay. So what else can we eat in Gwangju?
Gwangju is also famous for their 떡갈비, meat patties.
Galbi.
And it's different from the tamyang, beef patty version, which, uses beef.
Ooh, we have a picture. Oh, this looks really good.
Because Gwangju's 떡갈비 also uses a mixture of pork and beef, which makes it more affordable, cheaper, and tasty. Tastier as well, right?
Geek Dicky says, that's not a market. That's actually heaven, and you've passed away, but you get to eat kimchi.
So
Food markets are heaven.
you ought to visit these markets in Gwangju. I think they'll be really amazing for you.
So is there a 떡갈비 alley?
Yeah, there's a famous alley called 송정 떡갈비 골목. 송정 떡갈비 alleyway.
I swear Korea has alleyways for everything.
Yes, that's right.
There's an alleyway for everything. We have another picture to show you guys.
Yeah.
Ooh, it looks a little different than 떡갈비 that I'm used to.
I mean, part of it is like the charcoal that they use to grill the 떡갈비. So you get the infusion of the charcoal flavors and the smell as well.
Okay. And the next is really interesting as well.
Yeah, 오리탕 or duck soup. Right?
Duck.
Mm-hmm.
Soup.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gwangju's 오리탕 simmers in this broth that is often thickened with perilla powder or 들깨.
Of course, 들깨. We have a picture to show you guys. It just looks thick from all the way over here.
Very sort of reddish brown.
Oh, okay. I feel like that'll be very hearty.
And if you're interested, there's also a neighborhood or an alley for that. It's called the Yudong Duck Soup Alley.
Wow.
Near Gwangju Station. So you could actually make your first stop on your Gwangju foodie tour as soon as you get off the station.
Wow, okay. And so you talked about a bunch of savory stuff, but if you have a sweet tooth.
I know. I did an extra search for you.
Okay, thank
Right?
you. Where shall we start?
A lot of these cafes are found in Yangnimdong
Okay.
that we mentioned before. The first place I found was called Cafe Struct.
Cafe Struct. And this is for coffee?
Yeah, but it's also the cafe is known for their design. There's a main hall and an annex. Tells you how popular this place is, right?
Okay. And
Yuka Coffee.
Yuka Coffee.
It has this sort of micro roastery vibe.
Uh-huh.
And you might try their really popular coconut cream coffee.
We have a picture. Looks very clean and tasty.
That's right. Our PD is working so hard right now to bring us photos of all these coffee
Yes.
shops.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Beanie.
The third place is 하원제, and it is a
하원제.
한옥 tea
Wait,
spot.
This looks so pretty. I love this vibe. We have a picture.
So when I thought 한옥, I thought it would be focused on Korean teas,
Yeah.
but it's not. It's actually sort of British European tea.
Scones and jam with a teapot.
And they're really popular for their milk teas.
Right, right. 60 asked, will it be very crowded during the Chuseok holiday? Probably.
Not on the main day. On the
Okay.
main day,
People will be busy.
traveling from, household to household,
Okay.
visiting family.
Okay.
So but the only issue is that these cafes may be closed on that day as well.
Make sure you guys search it up. Yes. I want to talk about whatever is on the screen right now because it looks delicious.
I believe that's from 밀당, which is a dessert cafe that has a great selection of cakes.
Look at the picture.
I know we've been talking about cakes all day today, right?
Oh my gosh, we have a picture on the screen to show you guys.
And I believe it's still 무화과 season here in Korea.
Can we look at the
Figs?
picture of the cake? Yes, so you can still see the figs on the screen. Yum, yum, yum. I feel like one day is not enough for Gwangju because you just gotta eat and eat and eat.
I mean, I kind of wrote up a little itinerary, but I thought this is impossible because the thing to note for visitors is that Gwangju people, their portions are extremely generous.
Okay.
And so, if you intend to do like a morning meal plus maybe snack in the middle, lunch, dinner, afternoon snack, I don't know, they might have to wheelbarrow you out.
Right. You gotta roll out.
Yeah.
You gotta roll out. To end off today's Gwangju episode, could you introduce to us an ideal kind of schedule of like a food day while we're there for the design Biennale?
As I mentioned, this is extremely ambitious.
Okay.
You may, in the morning, metro to the culture complex, right? You can walk the ACC Plaza for a quick history meets architecture fix. Taxi to the Biennale exhibition hall. Right?
Okay.
To one or two of the four halls.
Yes.
But since you do want to enjoy some food, you can taxi it to 송정 떡갈비 Alley.
Yay.
Right?
Uh-huh.
In the afternoon, you could stroll to the 1913 송정 Market for more coffee and sweets. And maybe a little bit of like Yangnimdong cafe stop.
And the penguin stops.
Right. And then in the evening, you may try for an early dinner in the Yudong Duck Soup Alley, 오리탕, with extra perilla, guys. It's so good for you.
Yeah, for a hearty dinner. Alrighty.
Again, that is very ambitious.
Good luck, guys, if you're planning on taking this route. Well, it is time to say goodbye. We'll definitely travel back to Gwangju because there's so many more things to eat around here. So thank you so much, Cynthia, for joining us today.
That was fun and delicious.
Yes, and delicious. Tomorrow is a Wednesday. We'll be back with actor Han Ki-chan for DVDB. So I hope to see you guys tomorrow as well. Last song for today is 이럴 거면 다음 생에 by 8turn and Without My Heart. This has been Heart Attack, made by producer Jung Hae-won, engineer Choi Tae-moon and Park Jong-mok, writers Chung Moon-young and Kim Kyung-won, and this has been your DJ Pretty Little Iris. See you tomorrow. Bye!
Girl, 하루에 수십 번 네가 떠올라. Oh no, 너는 이런 내 맘 전혀 몰라.
매일 너와 나를 그려보다 보면 밤이야. 이렇게 고민할 일이 절대 아니야.
하얀못이 난 탭탭 paper airplane 하지만 변함없는 너의 text. 너의 고맙다는 말 난 듣기 싫은데 그러면 뭐해 난 아닐 텐데 너란 영화 속의 highlight. Beautiful, so beautiful, would you be my girlfriend? 이제 말해야겠어. I can love you like a friend. 그럴 거면 다음 생에 Don't look at me like that. 좋다고 단말해 빨리 단말해. I can love you like a friend. 그럴 거면 다음 생에 I love you. 이럴 거면 다음 생에 Don't wanna play this game. 좋다고 단말해 빨리 단말해. Don't wanna play this game. 이럴 거면 다음 생에 무심한 말투 돌아버리겠다. 대화를 할수록 예민해져. 정답을 말해줘 I don't know how. 다가가려 해도 멀어져 버려 넌. 처음부터가 feeling for you. 시작부터 틀어진 게왜 언더. 그렇게 웃지 좀 마. 너무 예쁜 너만 보여 난. 편하다는 말 난 듣기 싫은데 그러면 뭐해 난 아닐 텐데 너란 영화 속의 highlight. Beautiful, so beautiful.